Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zemo, the dad in DPS, and today's video we are in the Purveyor's Basement crafting. Now, I know what you're thinking, why am I crafting when the new update will be coming in a couple of months and the crafting system will be much better? Well, there's a specific reason for that, because in reality, the new crafting system, yes, it's going to allow me to get any and all the weapons of my dreams, but there are certain weapons in the game that if you don't roll the perfect roll now, you'll never be able to get it currently with the build that is on the test server. And if you don't roll these weapons, I can't guarantee you'll be able to get the god roll of your dreams. Either way, guys, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and let's get on with it. Now, all of you will know these weapons quite well because they have been weapons that have been dropping from certain events, and that would be weapons like the Blue Ridge Branding Iron, the Elder's Mark, the Holy Fire, and all the other subsequent weapons that drop from the same events as these. However, you know, for the most part, the other ones aren't as popular, I would say. And to be honest, I don't really care about them. But genuinely, if you want these weapons to have better effects on them, you need to re-roll them now. Because if you don't, then you are not going to be able to get ones with better effects, essentially, because on the test server as it currently is, and it'll probably be up on the screen at some point, you'll see that it doesn't give you the option of changing the legendary perks that are on there. This could change in the future, but as it currently looks, they don't want you to have these re-rolled weapons. But the actual weapons themselves, if they are already re-rolled on the test server, are still there. So yeah, re-roll them while you can. And we're going to do a bunch of re-rolls on this character. This is a character that I don't give a crap about their modules. In the future, they don't matter in terms of modules and things like that. So I am going to roll until either I'm satisfied or I want to swap to a different item. And you're seeing here, this is, you know, I'm quite happy wasting all these. I really don't care about the modules on this character. And we'll hopefully get something good. That one's not good enough. Oh god, that's so close to being like a perfect roll. It's just that top effect that wasn't enough. Bloodied power attack, damage while blocking. Do I want to keep that one? Do I want to keep that one? We'll hold that one on a second. So this is bloodied power attack, damage while blocking. The bottom effect isn't as relevant, but I definitely want to be able to try and roll this Holy Fire a few times before I give up. And what I'm kind of looking for is anti-armor or bloodied on it, just so I can get something pretty tasty. And we're just gonna keep rolling it until we get something good. Two-shot? No, I don't want two-shot. I definitely don't want two-shot. No, not that. We're not even really paying attention to like the actual rolls themselves. There's anti-armor there. Unfortunately, other bad rolls. Yeah, that was interesting. Super mutants, weapon speed now. Reduce targets output now. Scorched. Quad, damage while aiming, reload speed. That's actually... do I care about that? Do I care about that? I kind of want to keep that. Because that's like the unlimited Holy Fire thing. What we'll do is we'll now go to the Elder's Mark. Well, that's a good roll right off the bat, I'll be honest. Yeah, we'll keep that one. We'll keep that one. Now the question is, do I want to re-roll this Blue Ridge? I've got another one in storage. We'll re-roll that instead. Yeah, as I said, we're going to re-roll these and see what we get. As I said, like, these weapons are not going to be able to be re-rolled in the future. So re-rolling the ones that we've got now is a kind of surefire way to ensure that you essentially get what is essentially a new legacy weapon. Damage increases up to 50% as damage resistance decreases. That's actually a good stealth one. That's a really good stealth one. We'll keep that Berserker version. And we'll get rid of this one. Oh god, I have to keep that as well. Vampire on there with power attack and 1 strength. That is, yeah, that's another god roll. So we have another Elder's Mark here. And we'll see if we can get some cool rolls on that. Last shot, definitely don't want that. Oh, there, yeah, that's another good one. Bloodied with critical damage and reload speed. Perfect. Yeah. So this is the kind of thing I'm saying. Like, if you don't reroll these weapons now, they will forever be what they are. I only have one Holy Fire, and I kind of don't want to reroll this version of it. So yeah, I think we're going to end there and talk about the weapons that we got. So first off, we have a Vampire Power Attack 1 Strength Blue Ridge Branding Iron. Now, this already has the faster swing speed prefix on there, which means this is going to allow me to get some power attack damage. When the patch comes, we're going to have free strength on there, and Vampire is always good. This is going to allow us to regenerate a lot of health fairly quickly, especially if you're using things like Hack and Slash in tandem with it. This is a very strong weapon, and I'm very happy with this existing in my inventory. As I said, I'm not going to be able to get this in the future, so this is going to be a valuable item. People are going to want this, that do melee builds and things like that, because you aren't going to be able to get this version of it anymore. The same goes for the Berserkers variant I've got of it. Berserkers isn't exactly my go-to type of choice, but in theory, you could use this in a stealth melee build, and it could be fairly effective, fairly powerful, and hopefully completely decimate enemies. It might be something I'll try in the future, just sneaky, sneaky, stealthy, punchy build. Now, this is the one I'm not too sure about. The last effect isn't the best. This isn't a god roll by any sense. But Bloodied is definitely something I'd want on this, because it's going to allow me to do the maximum damage possible with the Blue Ridge Branding Iron with the fastest swing speed in the game. So yeah, this is definitely a fun weapon to at least test out. Not too happy about the blocking thing, but you never know, in the future they might make blocking good. And I've at least got a decent roll on this. And I don't think we can really talk about the Bloodied one without talking about the anti-armor one, for all the same reasons. The other one that was really good, this is also incredibly powerful, incredibly good. Again, they're going to be valuable in the future for collectors and people that just didn't have the foresight to roll these items while they could. That is, obviously, unless Bethesda changed their mind, but currently it looks like they don't like the idea of these weapons being able to be re-rolled in the next patch. Now, obviously, you don't need a quad on any flamer weapon, but I quite like using it on these kind of things, because you can just fire forever. Damage while aiming, reload speed, everything about it is just fun. I would have much preferred that to be Bloodied in that top slot, but, you know, you can't always get what you want, and that is the kind of reality of crafting in the current system. But this, again, will be a high-ticket item, because it is a variant of this that potentially will never be able to be gotten again. And because legacies exist, even the non-useful ones still had value. And this is the case with this weapon as well. It will potentially have value for people in the future. So yeah, that was today's video. Quite successful. We got some very decent items. And what I would say is, with the current build of the PTS, yes, we are not able to re-roll these weapons. Now, that could change. That could change before the patch comes out. It could change long after the patch comes out. But the only certainty that I know at the moment is that currently we cannot re-roll these items, and therefore prepare accordingly to it. Obviously, don't blow all of your modules in crafting god rolls of these items, because again, these things could change. But at least attempt it, because the chance that you're going to be able to re-roll them in the next patch is very slim. As a result, you know, you could make some very valuable items, and granted, some of the weapons you're probably not going to use. Elder's Mark isn't exactly the best gun in the game, but it is powerful. It is a good weapon, and I definitely recommend that people experiment and test different things and play around, because that's my favourite thing to do in this game, is play around with different weapons and have different things. And as I said, if these changes do come to pass, then the rolled versions of these weapons become legacy. They become unattainable any other way, and therefore they have an intrinsic value. So just, it's something to consider, it's something to think about. And with that, guys, I'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland. Feeling the heat, I'm taking again. We'll play poker with the devil. In shadows we ramble, cards on the table. The stakes run high, a twisted game.
face.